If you think predator hunting is just about pulling the trigger, this stand proves it's really about reading animals, reacting fast, and capitalizing on split-second opportunities, because what started as a simple setup around active cattle and calf pairs quickly turned into one of those hunts that reminds you how dominant mature coyotes can be in an area, and right from the first shot, we knew we were dealing with a quality animal because when that coyote dropped, there was immediate debate about shot placement and fur condition, which matters not just for harvest success but also for fur quality and population management, and as we walked up, the difference between the two coyotes became obvious, with the first appearing average-sized while the second revealed itself as an absolute tank, a heavy, prime male with thick fur, mature body structure, and the kind of size that usually indicates a dominant territorial predator that likely controlled a large portion of the surroundings. Land and experienced hunters know that removing an alpha coyote can dramatically change local predator behavior, often allowing younger or transient coyotes to move into the territory, which is why identifying age and size in harvested predators is important when managing livestock protection properties. And judging by worn teeth, body mass, and overall fur condition, this coyote was likely in his prime, not an old declining animal, which explained why other coyotes had been scarce in the area. Because dominant males frequently push competitors out while controlling food sources like calf pastures and pivot fields, and this particular hunt wasn't just recreational, it was directly tied to helping a local rancher who had been dealing with calves breaking fences and predators pressuring livestock during nighttime hours. Which is why the plan included thermal hunting later, but before switching to night operations, we decided to try daytime calling to target any coyotes actively patrolling feeding zones, and that decision paid off quickly, especially considering that during the walk-in, one of the coyotes had already spotted movement but couldn't fully identify us thanks to ghillie hoods and careful skyline discipline, allowing us to slip into position without spooking the area, and as soon as the call sequence started, the response was immediate, with the first coyote committing aggressively to a distress sound, but what made this stand unforgettable was when a second coyote suddenly appeared charging hard from another direction, proving once again that multiple coyotes often respond to prey sounds simultaneously, especially in high-pressure livestock zones where food competition drives aggressive responses. And at roughly 40 yards from the caller, the encounter became incredibly intense, with both coyotes moving unpredictably, forcing quick communication and teamwork to avoid overlapping shooting lanes while maintaining safe and ethical shot opportunities. And after settling the first animal, attention shifted to the second coyote moving through open ground at around 180 yards, offering a clean broadside opportunity that resulted in another solid hit, dropping the animal after a short run. And stands like this highlight the importance of patience and coordination during multi-coyote encounters, because sometimes letting one hunter take multiple animals creates better positioning, cleaner footage, and safer shot execution rather than rushing overlapping shots. And beyond the action, hunts like this demonstrate how predator control supports ranching operations by reducing livestock stress, lowering calf mortality risks, and balancing predator populations that can expand rapidly without pressure. And as the day wrapped up, the success of this double reinforced why combining scouting, wind reading, realistic distress sounds, and proper concealment remains the foundation of consistent predator hunting success, especially in agricultural environments where coyotes learn quickly and require precise setups to outsmart them. And with plans to return under thermal optics for nighttime predator control, this hunt served as a perfect example of how strategic daytime calling can remove dominant predators and set the stage for continued success managing coyote populations while delivering high adrenaline, real-world predator hunting action that keeps hunters coming back to the field season after season.